Hey, what is up everybody, and welcome to Foxhill Homestead. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make two very simple and stackable sawhorses. Okay, so these sawhorses are super simple. We're going to be using a 2x6 instead of a 2x4 for part of the I-beam construction, and I'll show you the reason why here in a little bit. But it's really simple. I already have this 2x6 on hand, and then I have 5 2x4x8s that will make up the I-beam and the leg. Okay folks, so the construction of these sawhorses is really simple. It's a rinse and repeat process. We're cutting each and every board to 32 inches. You don't have to have a fancy miter saw or a chop saw. You can just use a circular saw or a hand saw if that's all you have. I just bought this miter saw, the DeWalt. I'm really excited to use it, and that's what brought on this video. Alright, so we have all the pieces cut for our first sawhorse, so now we're going to assemble it. Okay, so now I'm going to be using the speed square just to mark the center point on the board. If you don't have a speed square, you can always just use your tape. Next, you'll just want to affix some clamps. That way you can hold the I-beam together while you screw it. You don't have to do this step, but I'm going to pre-drill my holes. That way I don't encourage any more splitting. This particular 2x4 has already split, and it was that way when I cut it. So I'm going to pre-drill probably maybe 4 holes, connecting this 2x4 to the 2x6. So these will be the screws that I'm using to construct this sawhorse. Now we will repeat the process for the next part of this I-beam. This side here is good, so we will tighten it down. I'm going to go ahead and tighten down this other side, and then we'll screw it together. Here you can see the constructed I-beam portion of the sawhorse. Again, you do not have to use a 2x6. I chose to use a 2x6 for my build, but you can build this entire project out of straight 2x4s. So the next step is to simply attach the legs. I'm going to pre-drill these holes as well, but I'm going to show you, all you do is make sure it's flush with the ends of your I-beam, and then push it up against the top beam. So then you will attach that leg via screws to the I-beam, and you'll do that for all 4 legs. I'll probably do, I don't know, at least 5 screws into each leg. And we'll simply do the same thing for the remaining 3 legs. There's number 1. We're going to build the second one, and then I'll show you how they stack. These are solid, but I'm not on even ground, so they will rock a bit. I just wanted to show you the stackability of these 2. So there you guys have it. 2 sawhorses that are actually stackable. They're very rigid. They're more rigid than the plastic cheap ones that you can buy from the hardware store. If you accidentally bump into one of these when you're working, you're not going to knock it over just by bumping it with your leg while you're working. You can make this with really simple tools that most people have on hand. So if you guys want to, check it out. So thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode of Fox Hill Homestead. I'm Jeff. Hope you guys have a good one. Peace out.